We'll see how to redistribute routes between protocols, like the routes from EIGRP to RIP and RIP to IGRP. In this video, we'll see. So here I install already GNS3. I will show you in GNS3. We'll take three routers for this lab. So I take here three routers: router 1, router 2, router 3. We'll connect those routers. I connect through serial links. So serial 01 to serial 01, show interfaces. After that, I'm going to show you what is my topology, what is the IP addresses. So the IP addresses which I'm going to configure will be like this. So we'll configure here 172.16.1.1 network will be here, and 16.2 I will take here. We will take 16.2.1 here. Another network will be 10.1.1.1, and then between router 2 and router 3, 10.2.2.1. So these two interfaces are loopback interfaces, and these two in between the routers. So I will turn on all the routers. I will open the console. I will show you. So this is our one network, and will be our second network. So here we'll configure EIGRP, EIGRP like EIGRP 10, and here I will configure RIP. So after this, router 3, which is RIP routes, we will get on R1 inside EIGRP, and EIGRP routes we will get into RIP on router 3. So we'll see, because these two are different protocols, and in it, first I will configure R1. To configure R1, first we will give IP address to our interfaces. Interface serial 0/0 on R1, and my IP address will be 10.1.1.1 55. And I will create one loopback interface also. I give IP address for this loopback interface 172.16.1.1. So second, I will go to the router 2. Here I will configure router 2 as well. Configure T interface. So we will configure here two interfaces. One is serial 00 connected to router 1, and second one is serial 01 connected to router 3. So first interface serial 00 IP address 192. Sorry, it's 10.1.1.2. Second interface is interface serial 0/1, and this interface in a network 10.2.2.1. No, sure. And same we will configure router 3 as well. Interface serial 0/1. Here also we'll configure one loopback interface 2. So I will give IP address for this loopback 172.16.2.1. Our first loopback is 172.16.1.1 and second is 2.1. Okay, so both have different networks. So on router 3 we will run RIP and router 1 will run EIGRP. So now again I will come here on router 1. I will configure here router EIGRP. So router EIGRP 10, we will advertise our networks. So here 172.16.1.0. Okay, then another will be 10.1.1.0. No auto summary. Router 2 we will run both the protocol because this is our central router which is connected to both the router. One is RIP, one is EIGRP running. So here first I will configure router EIGRP 10 and we'll give the network 10.1.1.0. Auto summary. Second, I will configure router RIP version 2 and network 10.2.2.0. No auto summary. Okay, and so these two protocols are configured on router 2, which is our border router. So I will see now show IP protocols. Here you can see routing protocol EIGRP as well as routing protocol RIP. Two protocols running here. Now I will configure router 3 RIP. So router RIP, version 2 network 10.2.2.0 and network 172.16.2.0. No auto summary. So after finalizing this configuration, now we'll see the routes. So if I go to router 1 and I run here show IP route command, then you'll see there is no route from router 3. Here only connected route on router 1, which is 172.16.1.1, our loopback, and second is 10.1.1. Which is on serial 1. I am getting one route 10.2.2.0 because I run EIGRP on router 2 here on router 2 also. So I'm not getting 172.16.2.1. So after redistribute RIP into EIGRP, we'll get this route also. Same we'll do here on router 3. Here we will redistribute EIGRP routes into RIP. So we'll get 16.1 in router 3 also. So same as well here, if I run show IP route command, you see only connected I'm getting, and I'm getting one rip route 10.1.1, which is from router 2, but router 1 172.16 1.1 route I'm not getting. So the redistribution should be configured on border router. Here in our scenario, it's router 2, which is connected to router 3 running a RIP, and router 1 running EIGRP. So I will configure redistribution on router 2. We'll start it configure terminal. First, we'll configure EIGRP routes inside RIP. So to do that, we'll go to router RIP first, and then I will say default metric, and here I will give 5. Redistribute EIGRP 10. So on router 2, I run this command router rip default metric command, and third one is redistribute EIGRP. So EIGRP route will be injected to router rip inside rip. Second, we have to get rip routes into EIGRP. So I will go inside EIGRP now. EIGRP 10, router EIGRP 10, and then default metric. So we want rip route inside EIGRP. So we have to give the rip routes as a EIGRP metric. So the metric EIGRP, as you know how to configure a metric in EIGRP. So then delay. After that is asking reliability. I will go to 55. Then bandwidth 1, and last is MTU 155. Then redistribute RIP. That's it. So now if I go to router 1 now, and here if I type show IP route, so yes, see in router 1 now we are getting the route which is external route as DEX. You can see here external EIGRP, it's showing. Actually this is RIP route, RIP advertised route we are getting into EIGRP. So 16.2, which you can see 16.2 is here on router 3, we are getting on router 1. Same if I go to router 3 and I type show IP route, so here you can see now I'm getting 16.1 rip route. This rip route actually I'm getting from EIGRP, which is on router 1. Here you can see router 1 and router 3 both running different networks, and now both are getting routes from each other through router 2. So router 2 is our border router, and we run all commands on router 2, redistribution commands. These are the commands which are configured on router 2 to redistribute. So first we configure all our interfaces. Second, we run routing protocols, in this scenario RIP and EIGRP on both three routers, EIGRP on router 1, RIP on router 3, and both protocols on router 2. After that I give these commands to redistribute the routes between the two different protocols. So router RIP default metric we give, then redistribute EIGRP. So we'll get EIGRP route inside RIP. Second, router EIGRP default metric and redistribute RIP. So we'll get RIP routes into EIGRP. So this is our simple lab. Thank you.